Welcome everybody, Red Arrow 23 here, Mega Crab stages 33 to 35. Let's boom some beaches! Alright, let's get into it. First one, stage 33. And I've got to warn you, this is not how to do it. So yes, I messed this attack up, this stage up pretty good. It was a pretty good flop. Decided to go with GBE open just because I'm unboosted. I was unboosted for this stage and I needed to get rid of a few mines and things. I was using the critters to cover the landing, which is a pretty good idea I think. Needed to re-smoke over the middle there, that's fine. And then we're just smoking directly into that corner. Laser does pop off a little bit, but that's fine. And then we're being really sparing with those smokes. And then we got into the corner, and after that last smoke, I think I had no GB. I had enough for that one shock, and that was it. So I don't recommend doing this walk unboosted. I got 6 GB statues, and I still couldn't make it. That's all good. Let's go over to the next flop on 33. So the best way to actually do this one, see the shield generators in the top left, is BART them out. Use a GBE attack on them. Look at how much smoke I'm using on the beach. I thought I'd get away with 3 smokes and then 1, and I ended up with 4, 2, 2 just to get off the beach. So yeah, BART out though, or GBE damage those shield generators out, and then you can come around and probably core rush from about 9 o'clock with a few shocks, and make sure you get rid of that lookalike as well before you go there. That's definitely how I recommend doing it. So look, I got there. Ah, it hurts. I just couldn't get far enough with without boosting. That was boosted. So embarrassing. So I had to think about the plan. I was like, right, what am I going to do when I get out of there? Let's just stick with a normal flare landing. It is on a horizontal beach, so it's going to have to be 3 smokes, but that's fine. And then we're going to flare right around. Gonna be really sparing. I don't know why I managed to repeat the same mistake so many times. I was like, I don't want to bring heavies. Lucky that I didn't only popped 1 mine there. And unfortunately the left Zuka is in range of the shock launcher, so I lost a whole bunch of Zukas there. And this is the attack where I actually misread the health on the base. So I thought, it's only got 500k on the core. That's all good, I can do that. And I believe that was just the core health, no shield. What was I thinking? So let's go in. I was determined not to use heavies because traditionally on Mega Crab I have issues with the spacing on the heavies. The heavies get too far in front and the Zukas end up getting not being covered by the smoke. But I've been getting better at it, so we try it here. So we got the nice triple smoke, and the heavies take the damage, a couple of smokes and a med kit, and it goes down. And I was so glad to see the back of Mega Crab stage 33. Comment down below which stage was a hurdle for you. So here we go. I believe this could be a solo, and you more or less do what I did but in 1 attack, and I used a whole GBE attack in the first one. So I wanted to get rid of any distractions from that top left corner because that's where I want to be hanging around when we do go for the core. So I've cleared all those mines and lookalikes from up there, mainly the boom mines. I don't want the heavies to disappear, so I don't have a front. And then I decided I've still got enough GBE, what shall I do with it? I know I'll get some shield generators down. So I got them pretty low and I was pretty happy with that. And then that was just the last of the GBE, is obviously the critters. So, there we go, because obviously if you take shield generators out, it's going to take a big chunk out of the shield and you won't have to hit it for as long. So here we go, the first attempt. Obviously didn't take it down as you saw, but this is what you want to do on landing. So I got rid of some more mines. I was a little bit scared that the Zukas would sort of spread out at one of my anchor points, which you'll see in a minute, and then the Zukas would have hit a mine there. And obviously more than 1 mine and you're screwed. So, we drop the critters on the right hand side, critters on the beach, and then critters for the boom mines. And then we're going to just let them do their work. Look how close that laser got. Oh, so close. So we're just going to be clearing of the beach. We're just trying not to use too much smoke. and then watch that flare right underneath the Dr. T lookalike. And what I liked about this flare is that you're using a lookalike to anchor. So your troops aren't going to wander to go to look at a lookalike because they're already on one. So it's a really good idea to think about. I was pretty happy when I figured that out. Haven't used it heaps, but there you go. So then we popped the juice, and we're shocking the flamethrowers and rocket launchers. My heavies weren't in front, so the rocket launcher got a big chunk of them there. And a few of the Zookas started to wander down towards those lookalikes that I hadn't cleared, which is unfortunate, and the reflare got me a little bit too. But that's okay. So if that was executed perfectly, you could do that top left clearing hit and finish the core. It'd be pretty impressive if you could, but it's definitely possible. So here we go, we're just going to tidy it up again. Pretty much the same path. The Doom Cannon's going to be out of range, and then we need to smoke as soon as we get off the beach. So I did get popped, but I didn't take too many Zookas. But you need to definitely worry about that, because your Zookas are going to be quite compacted. You don't want to lose too many to that new splash. And then we're using the triangle smoke, flaring onto the core, and popping that cryo bomb. I should have done that in the first attack. Popping that cryo bomb just makes the rocket launchers take ages to fire. And look at those fireworks! Okay, so there they go, they're all popping off. That's stage 34 down. I don't know why some of the defenses in that didn't pop. But that's all good. So let's look at stage 35, final stage we're going to look at today. And I remember this attack. This was really rushed. I think I was doing an op attack straight after this or something. So there we go. Hit the rocket launcher. You won't actually need a shock if you walk into the dead zone first, which was my plan, and then I for some reason forgot. And I got popped by a shock launcher, and then I had to double flare left for the heavies, and then take out the lookalikes on the walk, which I'd never suggest. And then we're flaring up into the corner. So this bit isn't too bad. I actually like this. 2 smokes, because the Zookas can't spread too much, and they're automatically going to go for the lookalike, which is perfect, because that's exactly where I want them to be. Laser did fire off a little bit. You want to be quicker with your critters and shocks. And the boom cannon, I think, picked off a couple of heavies, so we've run out of our meat shield real quick, and now we're already down. Critters are late, that's fine. Unfortunate, but there you go. Not bad for a first attack, clearing out that corner. So then we're going to jump over to another attack. Let's jump in. So classic flare landing. The shock launcher on the right is out of range, but make sure your flags aren't too far to the right, because as your boats stack, you may land on the opposite beach. I've done that before, hated it. So here we go. Just flaring right up into that crack. There's a beautiful line there. So see, I flared too early on the shield generators because I was focusing on the heavies which were in front, and then I didn't flare back far enough, so there's not enough separation between the heavies and the Zookas. So, and you want to make sure that laser's shocked and the closest rocket launchers are shocked, so they don't fire over or through your heavies. And then we want to pop that cryo bomb. You might even do that on the first attack, I suggest it, and speed serum kind of helps us out at the top. And then we're just going to be hammering the core and keep shocking those rocket launchers, and boom! Down it goes! So that's stage 35 down. We've been doing okay. We've been boosting, we've been not boosting. It's been a bit dynamic. I wasn't able to play for the first like 24. I got a quick video out and then I wasn't able to play for the rest. Troop Mania is active. I think for most of the world by the time this video gets released. It happened for New Zealand quite early, and I think they've staggered it so that it's for the last 24 hours of everybody's Mega Crab. So it's great, it's a real good opportunity to diamond up your troops for really cheap and just keep pushing the Mega Crab. So there we go. Comment down below how you're going. If you have had any of those massive hurdles like I have with 33, I just kept face planting after face plant and not changing my plan like an insane person. And give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, thumbs down if you didn't, and subscribe for more. Boom, boom! Cha!